Jess. So today's video is going to be kind of different from my normal videos. It's going to be a story of my insane experience with the law of attraction. Now, I first heard about the law of attraction through YouTube, actually, through just different YouTubers' videos. Yeah, so that's kind of how I found out about it. I didn't end up watching the movie The Secret until after this experience happened. I know a lot of people are fans of it's like a documentary on Netflix. I wasn't totally. It was a little weird to me, but like through different people's experiences with it, I got it. I'm like, yes, I am on board. So let's just get started into my very own story with the law of attraction. So a couple weeks ago, I was in New York City spending the Thanksgiving holiday with my family. I guess a precursor to that, I spent this past summer at a summer camp teaching theater and working as a summer camp counselor to, well, I always forget the actual number of girls that were in my cabin because we had some leave early, but there was about 12 girls in my cabin. A lot of the kids from that specific camp live in the city, especially one of my campers who I knew lived in the city. Throughout the entire trip, I remember distinctly one specific moment. We were on a bus, just like a tour bus around the city. I had this thought, I'm like, what if I saw this one specific camper? I'm not gonna say her name because that's not cool, but what if I saw this one specific camper? Like, how crazy would that be? She lives in the city, I know that, but the odds are not even remotely possible. New York is huge. So in my mind, I was just thinking, oh, I'll look for her. It wasn't a specific thing that I was trying to do, just a nonchalant thought in the back of my head. Wow, looking through the crowd, I wonder if I see her, how crazy would that be? So fast forward to my last night. It was Sunday night. I got to the airport after a bunch of things that had gone wrong. My flights were delayed. I didn't have to show up to the airport until a little bit later. I ended up taking a Lyft to the airport instead of what we had been planning on doing, which was me taking a subway all the way down to 104th Street or something and then taking an Uber from there. Basically, I wanted to save money. I ended up not. I arrived at the airport, went through security, everything was fine. So I went to the bathroom because I had been there a while, and I then went to go sit down. I looked around the places in my terminal to find a place to chill out because I had gotten there early for my delayed flight type of deal. There was no seats over in that section. So I went across the room and sat over here near the window. I pulled out my laptop. I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I was looking up Uber or something. Oh no, I wasn't, because there was no Wi-Fi. That's what happened. So I basically pulled out my laptop and I was just looking through my phone. This group of people walked past me, right? And so I just look up, and I had my laptop. It's an airport. There's a ton of people. I don't know. You just don't normally look up just because. So I just looked up, and over here, I see the back of my camper's head with her little backpack that she had this summer with the little camp logo on it, and I'm just no way. I'm just what? So I yell out her name, and her and her mom turn around, and I was like, what? It was just insane. And so we ended up having a 20-minute conversation, and I'm just this is not happening. There is no way this is happening. Of all of the people in New York, what? At the airport on my last day, I'm leaving the state. She's coming back from Florida, where I was going. It's just the fact that we were not only in the same city, in the same airport, at the same terminal, in the same place, at the same time. There's just I was astounded. We ended up having a 20-minute conversation, and it was so cool to catch back up with her. I hadn't seen her since the summer. I had no contact with her. Blows my mind. It was just insane. If you ever think the law of attraction isn't real, no. It totally is. Yeah, you could say it's coincidence, and yes, it was a coincidence, but basically when I was on that bus, when I was thinking about my camper, I was projecting what I wanted to happen without me even thinking that was what I was doing. It's insane. I literally, the second she left, I picked up the phone and I called my dad. I'm like, you will never guess what happened, because I was astounded. How? Yeah. That was my experience with the law of attraction. I guess I didn't realize before I started learning about it that a lot of things in my life have been because of this, because I do like to imagine things. I like to daydream a lot and just like imagine how things would go. And a lot of the times it's those things that actually happen. For example, me going to the Goodwill. Every time I go, I like picture in my head what I want. 9 times out of 10 at like a specific Goodwill. It doesn't happen at all Goodwills, but like a specific one, they have exactly what I want in my size. That was my experience with the law of attraction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to see more on this, I would love to do it. I've had a couple other experiences, nothing like as insane as the one in New York with the camper. That was just mind-blowing. If anything else happens in the next coming weeks / months, I will definitely film a video about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!